Well, I got the thing that came through the wire. Apparently, Simon Lizotte is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's very good.
Real good. 8 straight birdies on the back 9 of that course. It's almost like his disc had Smart Park installed. Everything was just navigating directly towards the basket, and as soon as it hit the ground where it was supposed to stop, it stopped. So he was yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, last year at the Music City Open, I was there, and I was having my first round. I had a fairly flat first round, and then I birdied the last 4 holes to finish the round. And birdieing the last 4 holes was like, I posted about it, and I put a screenshot of my scorecard up. I was so excited. So that's how happy I was over getting half as many holes as Simon had. I felt it was worthy to first. And then Simon is like, Simon has Paul, Simon, Ricky, Eagle. Like, there's a few people that are playing today that have that thing
That
where they
certain je ne sais quoi.
It's unreal when Simon goes off on during a round. It's so scary, but it's it's like watching an artist at work. I love it.
And it really, he makes it. So when he's having a great round like he was on Sunday, he makes it look effortless. And I say that because I didn't realize Simon was making the run that he was until the scorecard popped up. Usually when someone's like driving, they're really putting in an effort, and you can kind of see the momentum behind him. He was almost throwing as if he was playing a casual round. He was just lofty upshots. His drives were on point, and it wasn't
forehands.
Yeah, good forehands, and it wasn't to the point you're like, wow, he's playing great. You're just like, oh wow, he's playing. Simon's playing pretty, and then he goes on to be birdieing 8 of 9 on the back, and you're like, holy crap, he made that look so easy.
Yeah.
Well, and his approach shot on the final hole is that really slight hyzer mid-range shot is so tricky. Like, that is such a tricky throw. I mean, you can throw a little touch anhyzer easier than that, and you can throw a spike hyzer easier than that. And certain players, people like Dickerson, well, I mean, everybody can throw a straight shot well on tour, but I look at a player like Dickerson or Bradley Williams, and I'm like, their ability to throw that straight shot there, but that really slight hyzer is so easy to just not get right. You can pull it right, you can fluff it left, and then he hits the base of the pole, like
right
from 200 feet, 30, something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's so much harder than people think. It's not, by the way, that shot's not hard at Tuesday night league. That shot is really hard when you realize, hey, if I make this, I kind of probably going to win the tournament.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, he kind of spoke a little bit after, like, he won, and in his brain, like, even after he got over with the round, he had no thought of him winning that tournament. He was like, nah, like, I know I played really, really well on that back 9, but in his brain, he definitely didn't think he was, like, sitting in first place by enough that it was going to come down to, a playoff or him winning. And then when he got back to the scoring tent and him and his caddy were kind of sitting there finally looked at the scores, I think, and even during live coverage, you can see a little bit that, like, he was like, oh my God, like, I could actually win this. Like, this is going to come down to basically Gannon. Like, Gannon has to birdie 16, 17, and 18
to force a playoff.
Like that like, I'm either going into a playoff with Gannon if he birdies the next 3 holes, or I'm winning this tournament. And you could see that emotion change from, like, him having really no idea that he was gonna, be winning that tournament to
absolute nerves.
to full blown like, holy smokes, like this is gonna come down to basically how well somebody's gonna play 3 holes. And unfortunately for Gannon, he ended up bogeying 17, which was kind of a tough beat. But ultimately, Simon was just through the moon as soon as, he got into that scoring tent and kind of realized, like, holy smokes, I'm actually got a good shot to win this, depending on how everybody else plays.